In my financial work so far, there's something I've come to understand. There is one key error that many people are making when it comes to the pursuit of money. A lot of times you see them, going out there to look for money. But something I discovered is that in the midst of all that, they never get this money the way they really want to get it. And the reason is because they are using a wrong approach. Now, on today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some key truths that you need to understand when it comes to the pursuit of money. So sit back and don't go anywhere, because there is so much that I want to share with you today. So welcome back to the channel. My name is Franklin from the Money Code Academy, and on this channel I talk about personal finance, I talk about entrepreneurship, I talk about online business and everything in between. It's a channel to educate you on some of the necessary things you need to know regarding your personal financial journey. Now, the reason I want to share this thought with us today is because even me, when I didn't understand this thing, I made several mistakes like this. That moment where you are looking out there for the money. But the truth of the matter is that all the money you're looking for is actually inside of you. Sadly, many people waste the time. They put in the effort, all their time, they invest it on looking for the money out there. And guess what? At the end of the day, nothing happens. The reason is because the money is actually not there. If you understand the concept of money, you will understand that the idea is not for you to look for the money out there. The idea is for you to look inwards. The money you're looking for, my brothers and sisters, is right inside of you. That millions that you're looking for is inside of you. I know this may be hard to believe. I know many people may not subscribe to this, but that's just the truth. When it comes to riches, it is not what you have. It is not the wealth you are able to accumulate. All the wealth you are looking for is inside of you. Your responsibility is to bring them out from your inside. And this is where you need to now begin to reorganize your thinking, reorganize, your orientation about money. There are people who have been wrongly taught all these years. I'm telling you, they've been wrongly taught. If you were rightly taught, I'm telling you, most of the struggles that is going on out there, it will not happen. One of the reasons you see today that people, when they go to school, by the time they are done, they begin to use their certificate to look for a job, because they've been told that the money that they are going to get is out there. You will never see them get the knowledge and use the knowledge to work on something that will attract money. However, the reason for this very video is to correct this error. Now, if that's going to happen, the first thing that you've got to understand is that if the money is going to come to you, is right on your inside. That's the truth. You've got to settle this. See, establish this truth. You may be looking at yourself now, looking down at yourself, but the truth of the matter is that there is something you have already in the form of a skill, in the form of an idea, something intangible that you have right now that can generate money for you. Your responsibility is to discover it. Spend the time. Take your eyes off every company right now. Spend your time and work on an idea that is sustainable, an idea that will generate income for you, that will bring in the money for you. Take a look at the big wigs out there, the likes of Facebook, the likes of Instagram, of course owned by the same person. But when you take a look at all the big wigs out there, they are not going out there looking for people. They've been able to come up with an idea that people are actually coming to them to subscribe to that idea. There is an idea in you. There is something in you that you can create, and then it will begin to generate money for you. I know this may not be something that will immediately begin to generate money for you, but guess what? When we talk about real wealth, it's a long-term journey, it's a long-term process. If you are able to catch that revelation now, I am telling you, years from now, your life will be better. So the question is, what is that thing within you? What is that skills you've got? What is that knowledge you've got? Hear me. Those things can actually become a tree of money for you. Make no mistakes about it. But the thing is, you need to sit down and think. You need to sit down and invest your time into getting to know exactly what you can dish out, what you can create that will become sustainable. It's a responsibility. Instead of you taking your file and jumping from one place to another, hear me. You can do this, and before long, you'll be amazed. I can't begin to tell you a number of success stories of people who sat down and they began to create, and before long, people began to look for them. See, if you did not hear anything, I want you to hear this one. If you're going to live your life looking for men who will help you, hear me, there's a likelihood that you will travel a very rough road and have very terrible experiences. I know some of you will be like, come on, what about Coca-Cola and others who are actually looking out for customers? Now, the reason they are looking out for customers is because they created a product, and all they are doing is to make the product known. Now that they've made the product known, people are going for it. There is nobody in the world today who does not know about Coca-Cola. And the only reason they know about it is because these people, they sat down and they created a product. What product are you going to create? What services are you going to come up with that will help you to struggle less in your finances? Think about it. I want to encourage you to spend time. Think about what I just said. All the money you're looking for is right inside of you. All you need to do is position yourself rightly to be able to come up with something that people will discover. And when they discover it, they can't do without it. That's what is happening with the social media now. Today you discover that people are addicted to YouTube. People are addicted to Facebook. You know why? Because a set of people decided to come together to create a product that people will depend on. You can do it. It's just a matter of time. So that'll be all for this very video. I want to believe that you've gotten value from it. I want to encourage you to sit down and think about this. Whatever it is I've shared with you now, it may not immediately provide finances for you. But guess what? If you will sit down and hack into this counsel and work on yourself and give yourself a space of 2 years or 1 year, I'm telling you, you'll be able to come up with something that, will go a very long way to help you. Okay, so that'll be all for this very video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, because it will go a long way to help you. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep cracking the money code.